Welcome to week 13. First game, the Jets and Bills. Wow, I just got done watching the Dolphins and Bills. Bills won. Now the Jets and Bills. This is so close. But really, if you think about it, the Bills have Terrell Owens. But the Jets, altogether, I think their offense is better. But the Bills have been showing a great improvement on their defense. Again, this is a close game. But you have to think about the Bills, how they've been playing. I think they are going to win in a close game, 32-28. The Pats and the Dolphins, a classic matchup once again for the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots yet to play the Saints, a close game, but you know what? They're having a great season. Dolphins are pretty much out of the playoffs. Patriots, Randy Moss, the running, Tom Brady. The Dolphins got Chad Henne, he's pretty good. They got the Wildcat on their side, but everybody knows that's not good enough. And I'm a huge Miami fan. I think the Patriots will win 31-17. Alright, the Saints versus Redskins. Saints undefeated. Redskins, they're still terrible once again. Obviously, the Saints with their running, their tight end Jeremy Shockey, Drew Brees, everything they got is definitely just overrated for the Redskins. Easy game for the Saints, 35-10. Not a great game, but the Steelers versus the Raiders. Now the Raiders, still not so good. Steelers, they're good, but they've been slipping a little. Really, you got to give this game to the Steelers. Big Ben, you have all their running, their passing, their defense, unstoppable against the Raiders. The Steelers are going to win 25-17. Next, the Broncos and Chiefs. Broncos, they're getting a little better since their 4-in-a-row loss. Chiefs, not getting any better. Obviously, the Broncos' defense, too strong for the Chiefs. Broncos win 28-16. Jaguars and the Texans. Well, the Texans just lost at the Colts again, but they almost won again. Jaguars improving each week, I think. Maurice Jones-Drew. Well, and if you can't forget about the Texans, their offense, but altogether, this is an amazingly close game. I think Jaguars win 27-26. A great game, Titans versus Colts. Titans kicking butt. They won 5 in a row with Vince Young rushing the ball and throwing. But the Colts coming behind in the fourth quarter from 5 games in a row. This is one of the best games of Week 13, I think. Well, the Titans have been playing average teams, for the last couple of weeks. But when they're going to hit the Colts, that's something to overachieve. I think the Colts win. Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, everybody on the Colts, I think they win 36-17. Lions and Bengals, easy game to choose. Lions, they're getting better every week also. Bengals, also getting better every week. They are a force to beat. So with all their running team, their passing team, defense, I think Bengals definitely win. 30-14. I like the Rams and the Bears. Both teams are pretty bad. Rams 1-9, but the Bears 4-5. Altogether, both teams are not at the top level. This isn't a great game to watch, but I think the Bears are definitely going to win. 14-3. The Buccaneers and Panthers. The Panthers, I think Jake Delhomme, they need a new quarterback, but altogether they're pretty good. Buccaneers, great quarterback, but the rest of the team stinks. So obviously you see the Panthers, you see they're definitely going to beat the Buccaneers 16-10. Battle of the Birds, Eagles and Falcons. Eagles started off amazing, now they are not so great. Falcons improving. But you see the Eagles running all their Wildcat plays, and their passing plays are pretty good too. They're getting better. The Falcons, they also have good passing game. But I think the Eagles altogether have a better team, and they're going to win 21-19. Chargers and Browns. Chargers now one of the most dominant teams in the NFL versus the Browns, one of the most least threatening teams in the NFL. Obviously, the Chargers are going to win. Great QB, great running back. Obviously, they're going to win 18-6. Cowboys and the Giants, a fantastic game. But you gotta realize the Giants are not doing as good as they were to be in the first half of the season. Cowboys are doing actually pretty well. They're definitely playoff bound if you ask me, but for the last couple of games, not proving themselves as well as they did before. The Cowboys have been showing more dominant force through the NFL this season more than the Giants. Well, at least for the past 5 games. Well, you know where I'm going with this. Cowboys win 16-14. 49ers and Seahawks, two terrible teams, one winner. Seahawks definitely been showing improvements throughout the last 4 games. 49ers averaging at their terrible progress. I like the Seahawks passing. That's gone better. Same with the running, but really, if you ask me, some people say the 49ers would win, but I think the Seahawks, with the score of 20-12. What a game, Vikings and the Cardinals. Two great, fantastic teams. The Vikings with Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, and then you have the dangerous Cardinals with Larry Fitzgerald and Kurt Warner. Both teams have great offense, but you got to give it to the Vikings for offense and defense. The Cardinals still great, but the Vikings, you have to be pretty good to beat them. They've only lost 1 game against the Ravens. Oh, not the Ravens, sorry. They won against the Ravens, but they've only lost 1 game, and I'm pretty sure that the Vikings should have this, no question. 28-14. This is a nice one, Ravens and Packers. Now the Packers, for some reason, I don't see them losing. They have great offense that has been improving so much. Ravens defense is coming back, but Joe Flacco, well, the Packers, they're being unstoppable for the last couple of games. I like how they're playing. Aaron Rodgers doing a fantastic job. I think the Packers win 26-17.